All right, man.
Welcome to Two Birds, One Stone. I'm Vincent Schultz.
I'm Zachary Brooks.
Thanks for coming back to us after the fifth time. Or, I mean, that would make sense.
The fifth
Last time was the fifth time. This is the sixth time. So
this might be your first time, but
this could be your first time. Very good point. So, yeah, you know what? Let's kick this off right away. Fuck it. I'm not gonna explain it. Zach, what keeps you up at night?
Yeah. What keeps me up at night? I was telling you about this because I was thinking about this possibly for a new bit or something, but it's like just way too short to outright be a whole stand-up bit. But fucking when you buy a container of peanuts, right?
Yeah.
You go to the store, you look on the shelf, and you see some Planters peanuts,
Buying
right?
some peanuts.
Honey roasted,
the one
dry roasted.
with the little character on the side with the
with the
monocle and the
Fuck
cane.
yeah.
I love that guy.
Yep.
The top
The
hat.
fucking goober with
I always
the top
thought, was that
hat.
supposed to be like Abraham Lincoln, but like the peanut version or something? I don't know. He's going to get shot in the head in the
Oh
theater
my
and a bunch of
God,
peanut
dude.
butter is going to splatter out. I don't know. All right, continue. Yeah, peanut butters. Peanuts. I love peanut butter. Yeah.
Where was the security? We had a Secret Service for a reason. Where the fuck were they? Anyways,
Yeah.
enough about Abraham Lincoln.
That got off
so-
on a tangent.
Peanut containers, right?
Yeah,
You go to the
peanut
store,
containers.
you see the Planters, and you're like, oh shit, I want some fucking peanuts. Do I get the honey roasted or the dry roasted, right? Doesn't matter which choice you pick.
Okay, I was gonna like,
what
it's
do you
gonna
like?
take me a while to figure out. I thought you were gonna have to make me decide again.
no.
Okay.
I'm saying hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
You walk up, you see them on the shelf, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't know which one to get. You pick it up, and then if you read the label, like for like the nutritional facts,
who the fuck does that?
I do, because I
I'm
want to know
joking.
how much. I want to know how much fat and sodium and fucking protein I'm gonna get from these peanuts I'm about to eat.
How many servings is it when I finish the whole container? That's why I look into the nutrition
Oh,
label.
man.
But anyways, yeah, you're
But
looking
anyways,
at it.
It doesn't even have to be Planters or any of that shit. I'm just saying, when you pick up a package of peanuts, like literally just a can of peanuts,
Yeah.
what drives me fucking nuts and what keeps me up at night is on the back it will say, "Caution, contains peanuts." Like, obviously, it's going to have peanuts in it. It literally says it on the front. If you're allergic, sure. But why do you need to warn me again that there's peanuts in there?
This is gonna start keeping me up at night because was that also in Braille?
No, it wasn't, because they're a bunch of fucking...
Dude,
ableists.
so insensitive. They don't give a shit about the blind people who also have allergies
They don't
to
care
peanuts.
about blind people, man.
What a piece of shit.
What a bunch
No,
of assholes.
that's odd though that they have a label that's. But people are so fucking stupid. They might be okay. This is how stupid some people might be. Right? They're allergic to peanuts, right? Hypothetically,
Why
they're
would you
allergic-
pick up? Why would you even go near a container of
Because-
peanuts, though?
They're so stupid. Duh. This is probably made with a bunch of artificial bullshit, so it's not real peanuts anyway. And they fucking eat it, and then they're like. But
Excuse me, do you have peanut-free peanuts?
yeah, dude, they probably think there's shit out there because there's almond milk for people who are lactose intolerant, right?
Yeah. Hey, there's soy-based meat. I
Exactly.
mean,
Maybe
yeah.
there's soy
fair.
peanuts. Soy
That's fair.
peanuts.
Anyways, we've talked
That
about
is fucking retarded though.
Talked about this a little too long.
But no, that's so stupid because there are people out there that's so stupid. There's a reason why they tell you on the packaging on a Pop-Tart to remove the packaging before you put it in the toaster because people are so fucking stupid.
Wait. You're supposed to remove the foil
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
put it in the microwave?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, the toaster?
Dude, yeah, I mean,
completely different. But
if you put it in the microwave, though, all that tinfoil is just gonna like spark and make fireworks for you. It's gonna be sweet. No, but yeah, dude, like there's seriously warning that there's warnings on all types of shit with fucking children's cereal. I miss that there.
Dude, not
There
even
used to be
just
toys and
food.
shit. Yeah, there.
Bleach, do not drink this.
Oh
Obviously.
my god! Do you remember
Obviously, you're not supposed to drink bleach.
Do you remember those stickers you got in elementary school with the blue police officer with the green face and it's like with his hands covering his mouth and that meant like toxic? Do you know?
No,
that-
I don't.
Maybe some of the listeners might remember, but yeah, like dude, back when I was in elementary school, maybe first, second grade, I want to say it was that early. But we were handed out a bunch of stickers to bring home, and our parents were to put stickers on all the toxic liquids in the house, like bathroom cleaners and stuff like
nice. They're making it their parents' responsibility to take care
think
of their
so.
children.
I don't remember that. Well, I mean, that's a good thing because look.
I mean,
people
yeah, but at the same time, it's like, oh, hey, you go and tell your parents how to be a parent.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
like
so
your parents don't know, like, oh, hey, stay out of the bleach. Like, hey, stay out of the fucking pine saw. Like,
you think most parents wouldn't actually think that, hey, maybe my kid might try drinking the bleach once or twice? Dude, I tried eating chalk. I ate chalk. What am I talking about? I threw it up like 15 minutes later.
At least that's like somewhat safe, though. I mean,
yeah,
like, you're not going to die from eating chalk unless you eat like a fucking like pound of chalk.
And I knew
you're going to be fine.
As a kid, I knew chalk was harmless for the most part. It was just fucking
it's like
chalk.
Eating Play-Doh.
But I knew not to drink
Play-Doh. It's like
bleach.
Eating Play-Doh.
Would you say that people who drink, like kids who drink bleach, maybe fucking have it coming?
Depends on how much they
Is that
drink.
Darwinism? Is that Darwinism?
I think it depends on how much. If you just take a little sip to get a taste of it,
dude. How many fucking babies are going under the goddamn kitchen sink or the bathroom sink, picking up a goddamn bleach bottle that has a childproof like seal on it, where you have to press down and unlock it to open it up, and then take a couple sips? Like,
very few. But if your child does that while you're not paying attention, then you're a piece of shit parent.
Let me ask you this. The kid is smart enough to fucking get to the bottle, smart enough to open it up, but dumb enough to fucking try it? That doesn't make any sense.
This is like related, but kind of unrelated. Before we get into what keeps you up at night, because this spiraled. But so this is a story my mother loves to tell.
Okay.
About my older brother. He's a few years older than I am.
Yeah.
So he was like just after Halloween, right?
Yeah.
He's probably like 2 or 3. Well, my mom is still pregnant with me, right? So so he's got to be about like 2 or so. And so it's just after Halloween. His Halloween candy is up like in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty high up because he's little.
Yeah.
And so my mom, she's like taking care of him, making his lunch or whatever. She walks away and she starts having a gallbladder attack. She had to get gallbladder surgery.
Okay. While she was pregnant with you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking risky.
Well, I don't know if she needed surgery while she was pregnant with me, but she got surgery for it at some point.
Okay.
But she had a gallbladder attack, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like debilitating. Like you were literally like on the ground, just like holding yourself. Like,
oh my God, that
like,
sounds painful.
So much pain.
Oh my God.
And so my brother, seeing this, he's like, oh, boom. What he does is he crawls up the fucking shelves, gets up into the cabinet, and pulls out his Halloween candy. And my mom is there, and they're like, don't you dare.
Oh my God.
Don't you dare. And he's just sitting there eating it one by one in front of her while she's on the ground, debilitating pain.
What a son of a bitch. Mom's down. Fuck her, let's go for the candy.
Oh my God.
That's
I love that story, though. And my mom tells it so well because it's like, that was her experience, and she watched my brother go up and grab that fucking candy and eat it piece by piece in front of her, knowing she couldn't do anything about it.
I feel like she was pretty much just looking at Damon from the Omen movie from back in the day.
It's all for you. Jump off the fucking building. Oh man!
But dude, that actually reminds me of a story, not of something I did, but my older brother Julian.
Oh, the guy who sets curtains on fire.
Yeah, dude, he was a wild one. We were younger.
Oh man, I'm really glad you corrected it last time on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like what exactly happened, because I feel like anytime you tell me the stories about him, it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah. These are mostly true. As far as I can tell you, they're true. And I will say, like, my brother, like, in the past I said my brother was a bit of an asshole to me in high school and stuff like that. Like, he was, and I don't think he would deny it. And I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. But also we got over our shit, and like we're kind of like best buds now. Like we're super tight.
Me and my brother are tight.
We're good.
Too.
Yeah,
I get
so
it. He used
like,
to beat the shit out of me. I understand.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're all over it. So I don't want to paint my brother in like a bad way or anything, because he's cool as fuck, and I love him.
Julian, you're a piece of shit, according to Vinny.
Yeah, no, we're all good. So I don't want to paint him like that. But anyways, we were when we were younger. Whoever would cook didn't have to clean. Whoever ate had to do the dishes, or whatever, that whole kind of routine.
I think that's a very fair dynamic.
It's pretty fair.
You do the work.
Yeah,
I'll clean up.
Exactly. My parents were pretty fair when it came to that shit. So, anyways, my brother Julian was, I believe, putting dishes away when he did this. But he was putting up a dish up high in the cupboard, and we were all really little at the moment. So, but we were all really limber too, and we could climb. So he fucking climbed up on the counter, and he put up the plate into the cupboard, and I feel like his foot slipped or something like that when he was coming down, and he fell with his knee onto the very edge of the countertop. Just split his kneecap right the fuck open. He fell right in that soft spot, and just, dude, it's blood everywhere. I remember watching every bit of it. They just rushed him to the fucking hospital. I remember seeing that scar when we were younger and everything for the longest time, just remembering it every single time. But man, some of the smallest shit can turn into the, like, even when I was drying dishes one time, I was fucking young and dumb. I took a knife, and I figured I'd take the cloth and I just wrap it around the blade, not thinking about having the blade in the palm of my fucking hand.
Just watching you pantomime it, just I already knew where the hell you were going.
Cut my hand right open. Did a bunch of dumb shit when I was younger. All of us do.
I don't like to imagine
blood and stuff.
Well, that doesn't bother me.
That dude.
Imagining flesh like being like fucking split open from like a cut or something.
That was like hot knife through butter sort of thing. It was so quick and simple. Dude, my older brother Julian again, like, God damn it, I bring it up again. Luge, right? So I know it's like every single fucking time.
It's okay, dude. Like it's a huge part of your life.
It is. Fine. I did it for like 20 years almost.
It means a lot to you, and it was a huge part of your life.
Yeah,
I just give you shit about it.
I know you do.
I think it's funny.
I know you do.
I think it's funny to give you shit about it, but
it's
I
totally
know,
cool.
like I like
look at this big old luger.
I fucking love hearing about it, dude.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So so with luge, the sleds, the steels that we ran on were like razor fucking sharp. Like that was the point, was to get them super fucking sharp. Like obviously you can't get them too sharp, otherwise you wouldn't be able to steer. But sharp enough that they would literally take off your fingertips. So much so that when my brother Julian was working on a sled before we had a race one weekend, we were watching TV and stuff like that, and he
was watching Cool Runs.
Yeah, right. How fucking ironic would that be? No, we were actually watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, okay.
We love that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Recess and stuff like that.
Oh, I love
Saturday
Recess.
morning.
Yeah.
TJ and
that was a
Vince.
good show.
That was such a good show. Anyway, so my brother's, sharpening his sled, and he looks up at a commercial of all things, and he runs so to work on his sled, he's got his fingers on a file to file the steel on one side, so it like flips the burr, so then he can eventually sharpen that, right?
Okay.
So he looks up at the TV as he's about to run his file up the blade, but the file stays and his fingers just go up the blade, and he cuts off like the tips of his first, like the 3 longest fingers on his first hand, or on both. I think he might have done it on both fucking fingers. I don't remember. He cut off several fingertips that day. He didn't race that day or anything. He got rushed to the hospital again. Jesus Dude, he got fucked up a lot when we were
Then he ended up as Kevin Spacey in 7.
Kevin Spacey in 7. Right.
He melted his fingertips off so they couldn't find... anyways.
There's a one movie where I seen the guy like chew off his fingertips. I think that was a Smokin' Aces, actually. Smokin' Aces is the movie. God. Such a good movie. By the way, we didn't bring a movie to...
No, we didn't. But we didn't even do what keeps you up at night.
Oh, yeah.
We did mine, and then that turned into the whole tangent for the last, 12 minutes or so.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying we need to talk about what keeps you up at night, brother.
Yeah, you know what? And I didn't have anything really planned.
That's fine. Then we can just move on.
No. But I did think of something while we were sitting here, and it's kind of like a big thing that people used to talk about a lot, but Jeffrey Epstein thing. What the fuck is going on with that?
What happened? You see, the thing is, the mainstream media. Once that happened, there was like little bits about it, and we had memes keeping it fresh. Because internet memes are like honestly more trustworthy than the news
than anything else out.
But at the same time, that kept it in the limelight long enough that people still remembered it. Then they had that Netflix documentary and shit, which who knows how real that is because they're just telling you what they want you to know.
Right.
Same with the news. But that's beside the point. The whole Epstein thing. I hope Ghislaine Maxwell is still alive.
Yeah.
So we can actually get some fucking answers. Because really quick,
go ahead.
I remember literally the day she got arrested, I saw a meme like, oh,
I know where this is going.
rest in peace, Ghislaine Maxwell, 14 days from now or whatever. You know?
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. That's what happened with Epstein. He got arrested. And then, a month later, he mysteriously killed himself. And even coroners were like, I don't know. It's kind of impossible to do in these circumstances.
And what happened was ridiculous too. Yeah, they brought in another coroner and they realized that the ligaments that were broken in his throat could only have been broken by somebody strangling, strangulation, not by suicide, sort of thing.
I thought the second pathologist was a veterinarian.
Oh yeah, because Jeffrey Epstein looks like a fucking horse. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
People listening have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, but it's one of your bits, and I just think that shit is so funny. His last meal was a bucket of carrots. Oh man,
I love that joke.
Shit kills me, dude. That joke is so goddamn funny to me.
But anyway,
sorry.
I have checked up on it as of recently somewhat, and all I know is that Ghislaine Maxwell is going to prison for human trafficking.
Good, as she should.
Exactly.
But I still want to know what the fuck she knows.
Right, and
I
did see in the news too that apparently she knows of videos of both I don't want to say names, but political parties, right?
You almost said Trump already.
I know.
Trump.
Okay, and Clinton.
So supposedly she has Clinton and Trump and a bunch of other people.
I just want to keep it fair.
No, but I want to know all this info too, though. That's fair.
So she says that.
I think that's fair.
She says that these political parties are involved, but she only will release it to release the info to the police or whoever if they're only meaning to give the story on both sides, not just one sort of thing. So it's not like a one-sided thing. Right. But
good luck.
I don't know. I just think that's. I thought that was a crazy statement. Yeah. Who knows if it's true or not?
No, but I get it because whatever news source you're listening to, whether it is CNN or Fox, they're both the complete fucking opposites of each other. Whichever one you're listening to, they're not telling you everything.
Yeah,
and that's why I don't trust news, man.
Well, and the
they
thing
literally
is,
aren't telling you everything because they want to. They get paid to make you scared and angry.
Yeah, and the thing is,
they get paid for that. That's what gives them their ratings and their money. They need you to be scared or angry, and they're not going to tell you everything.
And I can't even trust the person who makes my fucking fast food because they're not even going to get that right.
You asked for no pickles, but here's some pickles, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, you can't trust anybody, so who fucking even cares anymore?
Yeah.
I don't want to get cynical like that. I'm just saying.
No, but I understand what you're saying. I'm not super cynical, but at the same time, I can be.
Well, I'm not saying I'm super cynical.
I do have
a good outlook
I wasn't
on
saying
life.
you were.
Okay.
I was just saying, I get it.
Speaking of,
I can be super cynical.
You know what can be opposite of super cynical?
What?
The Goofy movie. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, wait. But the extremely Goofy movie?
Both of them. I loved them both.
Oh, shit. I love the Goofy movie.
Dude, the Sasquatch part with the Bigfoot, and they're on the fishing trip and everything. Oh my god, and he's listening to the music.
Oh, I love
those movies. I want to go home and watch that fucking tonight.
I want to go watch
Disney
the Extreme
Plus,
Goofy movie because they were doing because Max was an adult and he was inline. Well, he was a
college
teenager,
and everything
inline
like that.
Skating and shit.
Yeah, and dude, he was in the X Games sort of equivalent in college. It was the sickest shit.
Tower of Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
The fucking
Pauly Shore. Oh, I love those movies, dude.
It's
such great movies.
It's fucking great, man.
Those are legendary, I want to say.
It is so good.
So good.
I love that shit.
Hell yeah. Up top.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Oh, wow.
That was a terrible...
God damn it. This is going to be the third attempt at a high five, right? There we go. You probably fucking heard that.
To be honest, this is my left arm. I don't do fives with my left arm
I
very
still
often.
fucked it up. But
no,
I definitely saw it. line up on the waveform, so we're good.
We'll check out the audio waves later to see which one was the better high five.
I have to do it later. I got it now.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways.
Yeah, so
yeah. So we don't have a movie today.
You had some... Yeah, we don't have the movie today, but you had something you want... Like, we each have something, but you go first.
Yeah, so earlier today I was looking up... I was trying to think about stuff to talk about on here, and I looked up, what's some, weird, funny statistics?
Oh, yeah.
You know? And so all the websites I went to were kind of shit, but I found one that's actually pretty decent. There's 50 different... so the headline is... Well, not the headline. The title of it. It's from... June of 2019. It is 50 totally crazy statistics you won't believe are real. We don't have to go through all of them, but there is definitely a few on here that I was like, wait, what?
Okay.
I had to look. I had to actually think about it for a second and be like, that can't be real.
Can't wait for these. I love getting hung up on some of those fucking sites on the internet when I'm.
Yeah. So I'll read the number one that's on it. So it says. The average drunk driver drives under the influence more than 80 times before being arrested the first time.
Christ.
And then it says, it seems not enough people have gotten the message that cars and alcohol should never be mixed. On average, people will drive drunk more than 80 times before their first arrest. That's according to the Mothers Against Drunk Driving data, which cited arrest data from the FBI and incident data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
That's crazy. And
so, yeah.
That makes me think of something I heard too, which is when you're driving at 55 miles an hour and you sneeze, in that split second that you close your eyes while sneezing, you travel a distance of 60 feet.
Yeah. If you pull, even a glance at your phone, for more than a second, you travel about 100 feet per second, 100 feet
crazy.
In that time frame, and yeah, exactly.
We can keep going on this list, but this makes me think of one other thing.
I wanted to talk about these things.
I absolutely hate the whole cell phones while you're driving thing, and I also hate fucking dogs at the steering wheel while you're driving. I think the dog in your lap out the window is just as distractive as a fucking cell phone.
I try to keep my dog in the back seat because
right.
I'm like, dude, get
but
the
people
fuck
with
out
those
of
small
here.
dogs, dude, they just let that shit happen all the time. But that's not where I'm going with this. When I was coming back from a walk with my dogs from Sugarloaf, I was coming down around the road one time, up over the crest of a hill sort of thing, and I come over the crest, and there's this car coming up the hill at me, and they're literally in the middle of the road. The yellow line is in the middle of their vehicle, and I'm like, I fucking hit the brakes, swerve over to the shoulder, I start honking the horn, but I have a temper, and I fucking busted the horn on my truck, so it didn't necessarily work. But the person ended up looking up and swerving back onto their side of the road, not just in time, but it was getting fucking close. And I looked in their window, fucking hand hold with the phone right up in front of their face by the steering wheel. I was like, fucking keep your eyes on the road, you dumb bitch. You almost killed me and my fucking dogs on the way back from a wholesome goddamn walk, you crazy fucking C word, That's what I know.
C word, you mean cunt?
Yeah, I know some people don't like that.
No, I get it.
Fucking bugs the hell out of me.
I will say that's one of the words that is really common in English humor that I actually really love and respect, because it's it's not a nice thing to say, but that's the point. I never actually use it unless I fucking mean it. Mm-hmm. That's one word I won't just throw out willy-nilly.
Right.
But you would listen to Brits or Australians, and they use it
fucking cunt.
willy-nilly, and I love it because
it's a comma, dude.
Yeah,
it's saying man or dude, basically.
Dude,
you cunt. You want to go to the shopping mall?
But I get it. I get it.
You cunt. I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh man, because there's been times where I was just dude, you gotta say it because it's actually accurate.
Exactly. It's accurate. Some people might not like hearing it, but like you're saying, you only use it for people who fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
Essentially. And that's the way I use it. So I'm trying to censor myself still but we explain ourselves now and they might fucking get it.
Well,
but anyways, yeah.
Who gives a fuck if they don't?
I hate that shit. Anyways, continue on.
So
crazy statistic.
So crazy statistics you won't believe are real. So this is another one. More than 36 million U.S. adults cannot read above a third grade level.
That doesn't surprise me.
It says, according to Pro-Literacy, an organization that publishes adult literacy education, the International Journal of Literacy, Language, and Numeracy, in conjunction with Rutgers University. More than 36 million American adults cannot read, write, or do basic math above a third grade level. That doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
It's interesting, but that does not surprise me.
It's very
at all.
interesting, yeah.
Some of the people I've met, I'm
surprise.
like, dude, how did you pass high school? But like a third grade level?
Not in this job,
yeah.
but another job, dude. This guy was writing a note to somebody, and he was asking me how to spell neighborhood. And
Neighborhood.
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 Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it can be pretty hard when you're doing your head, but when you're like spelling it down. But I guess maybe he just wanted to make sure he was getting it right the first time, so can't throw shade. But no, it doesn't surprise me, man. Like, I know fucking tons of people who are so goddamn illiterate. It blows my mind. I mean, I'm not very literate myself, but I do try to read, but I guess that's different than spelling and shit. You know what?
Yeah.
I actually, back in elementary school or middle school, I was part of a spelling bee. Like, the whole class was entering the spelling bee, and we were just kind of like whittling down the whole class to the best spellers. And the thing is, I purposely spelled the word wrong because I didn't want to look like a geek essentially to my friends. Like, I was
you fucking nerd.
I was that lame that I fucking like threw the goddamn spelling bee because I didn't want to be a nerd or whatever. But yeah, so I threw it, and like we started going off to the champions and just like watching all the rest of the spellers. And I was like, man, I know how to spell like every single one of these words, and I never had to I never fucking trained or anything. Like, I was just going to the competitions, and in my head I was just like spelling them all. And then I remember playing this one game called Brainiac or something like that. Brainium or Cranium.
Cranium.
That was a great game.
Cranium.
And there was this card that came up where I had to spell something, and phonetically you would spell it completely different, but it was like one of those PH giving the F sound sort of things. And this was like this really long word, and I ended up spelling it like how I thought it should be spelled, but phonetically it was always like the combination of GH or PH making silent or like F sounds, and I ended up fucking getting it right. I guess I've always just like had this knack for spelling. Yeah,
you're like, fucking English, I'm gonna assume there's some silent bullshit in here.
Right? Yeah, just throw some random letters out there.
It does not start with a T, my friends. Starts with a P, because fuck you.
You know what?
PH, fuck.
So,
'Cause fuck
exactly.
you.
Some comedian has his jokes like Q's just the letter with a bunch of silent letters after it. Like a bunch of pointless fucking letters.
Quixote.
Yeah.
That's Spanish. That's not
Quixote.
English.
Quixote.
God damn it. Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
It's Spanish.
I hope
not
that's not
English.
Okay. Another statistic.
All right.
Statistic.
All right. We'll get into it. Here's another one. Movie theater attendance is more than double the attendance of all U.S. theme parks and major U.S. sports games combined. It says, to be fair...
Whoa! Combined?
Combined.
That's a shit ton.
Well, let me tell you more
There's
about
movies
it.
like Titanic and Avatar and Avengers.
Let me tell you more about this. It says, quote, to be fair, it is usually quite a bit easier to score tickets to a movie than to a Yankee game. Even so, the difference in attendance between the two is pretty staggering. In 2018, the Motion Picture Association of America, or MPAA,
Jesus Christ,
reported that attendance for cinemas in 2018 totaled 1.3 billion, while attendance at theme parks came out to 421 million. And the total of all major U.S. sports, baseball, basketball, hockey, and football, came out to 131 million.
Yeah, but some like large cities have multiple theaters, and the movies are couple hours long, and that's another rotation of people every
Yeah.
couple hours in multiple
Yeah, yeah,
theaters
yeah.
in multiple
And-
cities at a time,
yeah.
like sort of thing.
For
So,
sure.
like,
And I'm wondering if they're counting multiple people going to watch the same movie or like a different movie.
right.
You know,
but like
it's like-
games
yeah.
last hours on end though.
Yeah,
How long
yeah.
can a baseball game last? I'm not a
A
big
baseball
sports
game
guy.
can last like 5 hours.
Okay, so one baseball game, yeah, and they're not going to fill all those seats. They haven't been filling all those seats since what, the 60s, 70s, essentially.
I don't know, man. It's America's pastime.
I don't know shit about
I don't know
sports,
either.
but
Like,
like,
I know some
the
stuff. I
stadiums
don't know
aren't as
everything.
full as they used to be.
I know the basics of all the sports, but I'm not really a sports guy.
Okay,
I
yeah.
like hockey and baseball. That's about it. But I don't like follow them religiously. I don't know
Yeah, I don't know shit
who's
about
on which
sports.
team. I just like to watch it. Like I just like those are just sports I enjoy actually watching.
See, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people like to watch sports, and when I'm asked, "Oh, like, do you like to watch sports or watch anything?" No, I'd rather play the sport than watch it on a TV, and I'd rather use my time, like, even if it's just playing a video game. I'm not in there actually slashing people up with a fucking demon sword, but I'm actually controlling the character on the screen. You know, that's how I feel about it. All right, next.
Well, one sec.
I'm gonna get through the passcode.
This is interesting.
Here we
Okay.
go.
I haven't read this one yet, but 5 countries make up 60% of worldwide military.
5 countries.
5
make up-
countries make up 60% of worldwide military.
Damn.
And 5 of them make up 60%. So
Fucking
it says,
Russia or China.
well, us and China. Yeah, I see China on here, but let me read it real quick. So it says, quote, if you guessed that the United States is the top spender when it comes to shelling out money for its military, you're absolutely correct.
Oh, really?
The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute reported that the United States spent $649 billion on military spending in 2018, with China trailing behind at $250 billion. The other 3 countries make up a collective 60% of global military spending, were Saudi Arabia, which is about 67.6 billion, India, which is 66.5 billion, and France, which is $63.8 billion.
And just think, some of the richest people alive have just around that amount of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But at the same time, the U.S. spending that much doesn't really surprise me because we provide a lot of that for other countries.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Dude, that's so
Anyways,
much money. I can't
yeah.
wrap my head around it. Like,
it's a lot of money.
I can wrap my head around spending $100 at a time, but fucking $67 billion. I would love to see a big pile of cash like that, dude. Like in the movie, there's a Batman, the one with the Joker, right? The Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh, he was a great
Batman.
Joker.
Dude, that's such
He was
a
a fucking great
he was such a great Joker. But there's that scene in there where he has all that cash and he has it piled up and he just burns it all. I want to see $67 billion worth of money piled up like that. Like, I'm not saying burn it or anything, but I would just love to see a big pile of cash like that.
Breaking Bad style, you can just like lay down
Dude,
on a big pile of money and
I
a
would
fucking
make
storage
it
unit.
I'd make an angel in it, dude. I would just fucking throw myself into it and make a goddamn cash angel. And do you think all that money would be bound up in rubber bands, or do you think it'd be just fucking individual bills, and when you jump in it, it would just like
Depends
a
on
bunch
how
of
you set
fucking
it up.
leaves and shit?
It depends on how you set it up.
Oh, dude, I would love to. Like
you-
a
where you
big
get it
ball
from?
pit instead it's just cash. A big cash
Oh my
pit.
god! I bet you'd be so dirty after getting out of it.
Okay, clean bills. But then if they're clean like
bills.
crispy
There's
ones,
no such
you'll get
thing as
paper
a clean
cuts.
bill.
You're gonna get fucking cut
Dude,
in the throat by $100 bill.
The cleanest bill you will ever get is fresh off of the press at the fucking mint, which will never happen.
Yeah, but
And it's gonna be any
yeah.
bill you've ever gotten is handled by at least like 20 people.
probably.
You know, like even a fresh ass bill from the bank
Yeah.
that's been handled by at least I would say 20, and that's just me lowballing it. I would say at least 20 people.
But, okay, and like I can see that, but like man, sometimes you get to those bills that are so crisp, you actually get them stuck together. One time,
They're so crisp the vending machine won't take them.
the bank accidentally gave me $200 bills because they were so fucking crisp. They were stuck together.
And they charged it for you after the fact.
No, they called me back. They called me about it, obviously, the next day. They're like, yeah, our tills were off. We must have gave you an extra $100. Like, why have to be me? You know?
You just happen to call me, you sons of bitches.
You guys take an extra $100 from me, you guys be like, well, we don't know what happened to it. I guess you're just fucking
guess you're an idiot. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it always feels like it would go. Do you have any more statistics?
I got plenty more. There's 50 here. I've only read a few, and I'm not going to read all of them because some of them.
I didn't know if you went through them already.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's a lot of them. We don't have to keep going through them, but I'm just gonna. It's a list of 50, and some of them I was like, I don't really give a shit about that. I'm not going to talk about it.
That's cool.
The ones I think are interesting, I bring up, and so this next one is ride-sharing services have contributed to an increase in traffic deaths by nearly 3%. So ride-sharing apps have been more deadly for traffic accidents. And
believe it.
Here's what it says.
Bunch of stupid motherfuckers behind the wheel.
It says, you would think that the convenience of being able to order your own personal ride through just a couple of taps on an app. I like that. I liked how they phrased
Couple of taps.
Couple of taps on an app.
A couple of tippy taps on the app.
A couple of taps on an app would cause the rates of traffic safety deaths to plummet. But according to the 2018 study conducted at the University of Chicago, I don't trust Chicago anyways, ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft have actually contributed to an increase in traffic deaths by 2%, or 3% since 2011, totaling about 1,100 deaths per year. The report attributes part of the increase in traffic deaths to the congestion caused by the practice of, quote, deadheading, or rideshare drivers maneuvering through the streets in search of their passengers.
Okay. So the drivers themselves are getting killed more frequently just looking for their passengers? Is that essentially
more? It sounds like more deadly accidents are caused by them weaving around, trying to
right, because
on top of them just driving other people around. But and
that makes sense because I seen this science article or whatever you want to call it at some point. Excuse me, where it was talking about how a 5% difference in speed on the highway can increase traffic accidents by like 75% because when a vehicle is moving 5 miles an hour slower or faster, they are making more traffic maneuvers, and those traffic maneuvers increase the risk of a traffic accident and therefore causing the increase in traffic accidents to occur when there's somebody. So essentially, let's break it down. Just fucking go with the flow on traffic. Don't be an asshole and hold up traffic because you don't want to go over the speed limit. Fucking keep up with everybody else on the road with you. That's how you're supposed to fucking do it. A cop isn't going to pull over you and a whole convoy of fucking vehicles going the same goddamn like speed because
they'll pull over the last guy.
They'd have to pull over the whole group of people and give. They're not gonna get everybody and give you a whole fucking ticket.
I was making a joke, but like they will pull over the last person in line. Be like, hey, why are you going this fast? Be like, everybody else is going that fast. Like, I don't give a fuck. I caught you.
People fucking bug the hell out of me all the time with the way they drive. Like the people who come up with their own fucking traffic signs, the ones who are stopping at intersections that they're the ones who have right away. There is no yield sign or stop sign. They're just stopping.
Just stop.
And then the intersecting street is the one who has the stop sign. And then they wave those people fucking through. It's incredible.
That's dangerous.
Dude, there's
that
so many.
Shit is dangerous.
So I believe that Uber drivers and stuff like that are causing that many more traffic accidents and stuff like that. It's crazy. I got it. Sorry,
I know you mean.
I get heated by people.
I know what you mean because we were riffing about traffic.
I think
a couple of episodes ago.
I think people can really relate to that shit. Though.
Yeah.
Like, oof. Okay. I don't want to get any more on that. Let's change the subject.
We don't have to.
New statistic.
This next one. I was reading it and trying not to laugh for like right in the mic while you were talking. But it's there are nearly 12,000 annual injuries related to TVs falling in the U.S.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to say skip this one, but
No,
let's get into
I gotta read this for you.
Let's get into
I gotta read this. That new 4K flat screen might be more dangerous than you think.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, or the CPSC, estimates that falling TVs cause 11,800 injuries to Americans every year. And those are only the injuries that actually require treatment from emergency departments. In fact, these injuries are so prevalent that the CPSC has an entire section of its website devoted to reports on tip-overs of furniture and decor. Mount your TVs properly, guys.
People are
Come on.
incredible. Start smoking cigarettes if TVs are going to start killing people. Seriously. That's incredible.
Well, like, you've seen I feel like I've
People
seen
get
so
TV
many of
mounts and
those
shit like
fucking
that.
videos on the internet of somebody doing something stupid in their bedroom, and the TV just, like, gets, like, knocked or something. It just falls and smashes on them. It's like,
that's true.
but, like,
That's true.
Also, just you not mounting it properly.
Well,
or,
people
like,
just think they can just put a screw in the wall. They don't understand you have to
You have
put
to
it in
find a
a
stud.
fucking stud. Exactly. A stud.
You need
and
a
if you don't know
stud,
what a
buddy.
stud is, it's not some hunk in the bar that you're trying to pick up and bring home. No, it's a fucking 2x4 or whatever it is. 4x4. Is it 2x4? I think it's a 2x4.
Yeah.
It's a 2x4 behind the drywall that you got to drive a goddamn screw into. People don't know shit. Oh my god. Type your question word for word into Google. I guarantee you something will pop up, and probably a video on YouTube. Like, seriously, how do you mount a TV on a wall? YouTube, bow, bang. You know, dude, I don't know. It's incredible. It doesn't surprise me that people get killed by TVs. It's
Yeah. No, exactly.
people
People are
drown in
dumb.
an inch of water, you know. But I get it though. Like, TVs are getting fucking huge. Okay, they're not as heavy as they used to be. Like those big
No,
ass
but
tube
they're
TVs.
massive, and it's
They
still
are
glass.
getting big.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because now there's like smaller edges, and there's a lot more weight going onto the edge of the TV. It's like a lot of weight per pound, per square inch, like per pound or whatever, dropping on somebody. So I can see, let's say you're saying somebody's doing some shit in their room, like somebody's doing yoga and they accidentally kick their TV, fucking drops, and that corner just like gets them right in the forehead or some shit like that.
That's awful.
I could see something like that happen. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, that
but
would suck. That'd
yeah.
be fucking terrible.
Dude, yeah. So man, that's a crazy statistic that
Yeah.
that many people die from fucking TVs falling
Almost
off.
12,000. Well, no, they don't die. They're injured.
Oh, injured. Okay.
12,000 injured.
What was
every
the
year.
death rate? Did it
They
have
didn't say anything
okay?
about death rates.
Okay.
It was just saying injured.
Injured is bigger. It's a different. Okay, my bad.
You're fine.
I was
buddy.
thinking killing people. Like
No.
shit.
Injured.
This is gonna sound
Big
like
difference.
that movie Maximum Overdrive from the '80s with Michael J. Fox. I think it is.
I never saw it. I don't know that.
Dude, Maximum Overdrive was such a good. I think it's a Stephen King movie actually, or a Stephen King story.
Wait. Michael J. Fox was in a Stephen King movie.
That or it was Emilio
Estevez. Charlie Sheen's brother.
Yeah. But well, I think
And
it was Michael
Martin
J. Fox
Sheen's
though.
son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Martin Sheen's son.
Yep.
But it was
Well, his name was Martin Estevez, and he changed it to Sheen, and then Charlie took it as his last name for the show thing.
I was
for the
always
whole show business
so
thing.
confused by all that
Yeah,
shit.
Martin Sheen and Charlie
Changed
Sheen
it?
and Martin Martin. Oh,
God damn it. God damn
Now
it.
I'm
Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen is Charlie Sheen's father,
Yes.
and he's also Emilio Estevez's father.
Yes.
Because Martin Sheen's original name is Martin Estevez.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay. And
As far as I remember.
he took it why?
He made it Sheen because it's more of like a fucking Hollywood stage name.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these,
Because
a lot
Martin
of those
was
people,
also an actor
dude,
too.
Yeah, a lot of those people, they changed their names to
Right.
make it sound more like whatever. People do it on the news too.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
people do that shit on the news. They change their name to sound more, I guess, like aesthetically pleasing when you're talking.
Yeah.
You know. So
My
anyways,
name's Stormy. I was gonna say Stormy Daniels.
The porn stars are a whole different realm.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking it was like a weather reporter or something like that. But I was like, connection made. Sorry, abort. No, abort. But anyway,
Might be our best podcast yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next statistic.
Yeah.
And we can move on after this. I don't care.
Yeah, that's
but
all good.
I thought this one sounded interesting. I didn't really read it yet, but so this next one is each American drinks an average of 26.5 gallons of beer and cider per year. It says businesses certainly.
Why those two fucking specific? Okay, I get beer, but cider? Where does that come up in competition with beer?
Yeah, I mean, you got hipsters.
Hey man, I'm gonna go get some beer. What do you want? You want another beer?
I mean,
no, I'm thinking cider.
I mean, dude, you got hipsters out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, you said a hard cider?
just cider.
Just
I mean, I'm
cider.
assuming it's a hard cider. I mean, it's pretty common in England to have like a cider as alcoholic.
I like ciders. I'm not a beer guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
But anyway,
Arguing against myself.
So it says each American drinks an average of 26.5 gallons of beer and cider per year. And then under that it says businesses. Whoops! Wow, I fucked it up. Business certainly is hopping. Nice fucking pun.
Great pun, yeah.
For the beer industry. The average American, 21 years and older, of course, in parentheses.
No,
because kids under 21 definitely don't drink. Drank an impressive 26.5 gallons worth of cold ones in 2018, as reported by the National Beer Wholesalers Association.
Does cold ones just an instantly mean beer?
Anything? Yeah. Well, it's like a cold alcoholic beverage. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's like beer or like cider or like a White Claw.
I just love,
like
I just love how
shit.
with the statistic they had to have some fun with it, with like the hopping and
oh my god,
and a cold one.
Well, that's why I started laughing. I was like, Jesus Christ, what a bad pun. But, like, I
terrible.
get it. Business certainly is hopping for a beer industry. It's like, fuck off. We get it.
But that's a 25 point what gallon?
26.5 gallons
a year. 26
on average.
I mean, that's a lot.
I drink way more than that, but I mean,
that doesn't sound like that much, honestly.
No, it's not. I drink a lot. I shouldn't be bragging about it. I drink more than that.
It's all right though. Like, dude, some people can just put it down, and I'm not saying I can. But when I was in Germany with my family, actually a couple summers ago, it was pretty cool. Half of my family's over there, right? And they're all German. And
well, your mom grew up in a small Austrian village in the middle of the Alps. Like,
dude. So like, this is such a great part of the trip. Okay, so first of all, we go over there. It's the first time we've all been together and like over there in like 20 years, right? Yeah. And we go up to the Alps. My older brother gets married to his wife, to his now wife. It's my mom's 60th birthday, and shit, I forget where I was going with that one. Okay, well, we were up in the Alps and shit like that. So, like, on this trip, I had to leave like the earliest out of everybody else, and it ended up turning into an all-nighter for me. Like, I literally was the one who stayed up all night because I had to be driven to the airport early in the morning. Anyway, so we spent the whole night fucking drinking. This is one of those nights, if you know those.
Oh, I know them too well.
Yeah, so like I was drinking vodka from the bottle, and I put down, I don't want to say a whole fifth, but pretty fucking close with one of my cousins, I think Tony. But the rest of my brothers, man, they're all just putting down these heavy fucking German beers, and it's crate by crate. Like, and these crates are probably like 9 by 9. Like, that's how many beers are in there, right? And they're bringing up crate after crate, just drinking all night long. And we have this big table out on my grandma's patio, and we take a picture of it. There's a picture out there somewhere. One of my brothers have it or whatever. But it was the table nearing the end of the night before most of us started kind of like slowing down and whatnot. This table was probably 6 by 5 foot. There was like a beer bottle covering every inch of that fucking table. empty. Like,
sounds
no
incredibly
joke,
German.
dude. It
sounds incredibly German.
yeah,
I
it
love
is.
that, dude. I
Dude.
would love to experience that.
Oh, so cool, man. I love my family.
My dad was saying that in Germany they drink beer room temperature.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They think cold beer is actually weird.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they do have
that's what
some
he's
cold
telling me.
beer, but
Yeah.
overall, that's an introduction from like the West,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Well, because we drink shit, like we drink a bunch of like really shitty, like
The only
basically
way you can
water
drink
beer.
it is cold, so it doesn't have a fucking flavor.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Or,
No, for sure. It's easier. Well, it's easier to put
Goes
down
down
when it's
better.
cold, but
Yeah,
like at the same
exactly.
time, like I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So
But yeah, that's what he told me. Like he traveled a lot. He said Germany, they don't
They don't fuck
refrigerate
around.
beer, and they're
No.
like, yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
All right. So that's it with statistics, and
I got one more, but I got one more. Okay, so this next one, Americans spend more than $72 billion on their pets annually.
whoa,
72 billion annually.
Compare that to the war thing too. Was that like 67 billion?
Oh, the war thing.
Like that's how much we spent into
sec, I
like
can go back
military
real
and shit
quick.
like that. 67 billion.
Um.
You're not that talented.
Oh no, it was 5 countries make 60%. The United States spends annually 649 billion.
649. Okay.
So
I-
Americans
okay, my
spend
bad.
$72 billion annually
72
on their
billion.
pets.
That's crazy though.
Um,
it doesn't surprise me though. I used
no,
to
it
work at a
doesn't
pet
surprise me
store.
either.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's more to that stat though.
Oh, of course, yeah. It is. Oh wow, I just totally passed it. Something about vaping. Fuck that. It's right here. Yeah, Americans spend more than $72 billion on their pets annually, and it says, with the rising prevalence of dog spas and premium pet chow, it's no secret that Americans firmly believe in pampering our pets. The American Pet Products Association confirmed that the dollar value of all that tender love and care can really add up, reporting that Americans spend $72.56 billion in 2018 on making sure Fido has everything his heart desires and medically requires. I like how they're fucking setting this up like a fucking slam poem.
They're sponsored by something. Yeah,
Gotta be.
Slam poem.
Well, it's making sure Fido has everything his heart desires and medically requires. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that
Pet supplies, Def Jam pet supplies.
Not Def
poetry.
Jam. Yeah, almost
Or is
Def
that-
Jam.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not
Def
Def Jam.
poetry.
Def poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
Def
it's
Jam.
the same
Whatever.
shit. I mean,
yeah.
it's
Def pet supplies poetry.
Def pet supplies.
Def pet supplies.
You want to start a fucking?
Yo, you want some canned food?
Let's start a fucking
Okay,
pet store.
So this whole thing, right off the bat, people, you don't need to spend the most amount of money on a product to get the best quality product.
No.
Because a lot of that shit, like the most expensive foods, especially just more recently, I got an email that a bunch of foods got recalled, and some of them are like, was it blue buffalo? Yeah, blue
I
buffalo.
was working
and
in a pet store when that shit got recalled. Yeah.
and it gets recalled constantly. Actually, not constantly, but
too high of protein content because it's making dogs pee out crystals.
oh, jeez,
Yeah,
ooh, and that's
the
painful. My
concentrated crude protein creates crystals
Okay.
in their what is it?
God. Their kidneys.
Yeah, their
Yeah, the
kidneys.
kidneys,
Good call.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It creates crystals in their kidneys because it's such a high protein
Ah,
content,
jeez.
and then they're peeing out crystals, and it's actually much more common than you would think.
Well,
And so that's why they
one of
recalled
my
it originally.
one of my girlfriend's cats constantly had the crystals. And,
Yeah, it's really common with cats too,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
But like, so back to this whole pet thing though, like,
Well, we both worked in pet stores.
Yeah.
we'd actually be kind of authorities on this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
we
actually
are.
both kind of know.
so like, I believe I can see people spending that kind of money on stuff because like I would constantly see people walk around the store. Literally, I kid you not, some people would walk around the store for an hour or two, especially around the holidays. And like these pets, like granted the one I was working at was a big one and it had a lot of shit, but they would be walking around for a couple hours just for their dog, and they would find a chew toy that was literally labeled like indestructible chew toy, right?
My dog
And
tears through that shit. Anyway.
Oh, all the dogs
Oh my
do.
God.
All the dogs do. It's just labeled indestructible. It's not actually labeled indestructible, and that's why they have a lifetime guarantee. So when it does chew it up, they just fucking replace it because like it's the cheapest fucking tough material they can find, right? Well, people that thing costs like $50, and it's like 10 times more expensive than just a regular fucking dog toy. I was picking up little stuffed animals out of the claw machines because I knew my dog was going to fucking chew it up in a matter of 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So I just spent 50 cents. Maybe I got it. Maybe I didn't. And fucking that's how I did it.
That's why you can't buy the rope toys for my dog. He literally just gnaws through it in 10 minutes, and it's not even worth it to buy.
Yeah.
I will say some of the more really heavy-duty toys he actually is pretty good with.
Some of the more heavy duty
because
ones,
it also depends on, I think,
Kong.
yeah, some of them. Yeah, I think it depends on what you're doing with them, because if it's a toy that you put treats in,
Yeah.
if it's like one of the ones you put treats in, they will tear the shit out of it because there's a treat in there. If they can't get it right away, they will fuck it up.
Yeah.
But if it's just like a toy you're using to like, throw around the yard with them,
Yeah.
they're not gonna. That'll
I would
last a long time.
I would
because they're
agree.
not sitting. They don't have the opportunity to sit down and just chew on it.
I agree to a point, and that's only because I do know of some of those dogs. Even if it didn't involve a treat, they still went to town on that
Yeah,
fucking toy.
that's my dog.
And okay,
Yeah.
and one particular, it was a destructible toy, and literally the woman came back 15 minutes later after, like she
Wait,
lived close.
indestructible or destructible?
The indestructible toy.
Oh, okay.
It was like one of those ones with like the plastic bottle and inside with like the
Oh, yeah,
Kevlar
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
outside.
I know what you're talking about.
Really tough. The woman lived really close to the store. She literally came back in 15 minutes. The dog had already fucking chewed off like the head from the dinosaur
Naturally.
the thing. And it was like indestructible. So as store policy, I just had to get her a new one off the shelf, but that was about it. But
And
like
she came back another 20 minutes later. Oh my god, he did it again!
I don't know. I didn't catch. No, I don't know about that. Maybe I hope she was a little bit more like cautious with the second one, I guess.
Well, I would hope so. I
Yeah.
mean,
So he's
especially
not
with larger
swallowing
dogs, dude.
anything?
Larger dogs will
Dude,
tear that shit apart in 2 seconds, man.
speaking of, this
Speaking
wasn't a
of-
dog, I don't think, and tough things
Is
to
that
chew.
a fucking golf
This is
ball?
I was in the woods the other day with the dogs for a
Oh my
walk.
god.
This was clearly chewed up by something. I'm thinking a bear would have
No,
the fucking
a
jaw
dog.
strength.
I think
Do you think a dog could do that?
Yeah.
This is in the middle of the woods, so not, dude. I went
Let-
off the trail completely.
let me explain this real quick. So this golf ball is super rugged, and it looks like it looks kind of like the moon. There's a massive fucking crater dug out of
Yeah.
it, but it is like a good solid,
Like the Death
quarter,
Star just got
quarter,
fucking
yeah.
shot or blown
You know
up.
what? It's the Death Star before it's complete.
Yeah,
The
it's
second
like
Death Star
that.
before it's
Yeah,
complete. That's what this looks like, and
It's just
I've
got a
never even
solid
seen
chunk
the
on
inside
it.
of a golf ball either. I guess it's just straight up like rubber ceramic. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But dude, what?
Dang.
Yeah, I just found it in the middle of the woods and like near
Something was eating it.
deer bedding area and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I don't think a deer
No,
would do- I don't think
deer
a deer
didn't do
could
this,
do
but
that,
like
yeah.
I had to imagine like a predator was chasing it down. I don't know if this is the type of time, the time of year that bears come out after hibernation.
Sure.
We did see a flock of turkeys out there too. It was really cool.
That's not a turkey. No, I understand.
Well, I know, but like we just seen quite a bit of wildlife while we were out the other day, and I've never seen wild turkeys at this spot though. Like I've gone here a lot. It was out by Wetmore Beach and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
And,
There's
like-
a bunch of turkeys down there.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I've seen them more. I've seen them a lot more north of here, but I've never seen them that.
Right,
far
so I
south
thought
of
they were
here.
maybe just
I mean,
like
I'm not
going to the
surprised to
lake
hear,
for
but-
some water. It was a really calm day. I don't know. So I just thought this was crazy. A dog chew toy kind of reminded me of this, and I found this and it just happened to be in my backpack the other
Yeah.
day. But yeah, crazy find, interesting find.
I will say I've never seen a bear this close to town.
Oh, dude, there's
I've
one that
seen-
lives
I've
right
seen
over by
plen-
Carp River.
Really? Okay, I've seen plenty of bear
Yeah.
around here, but I've never seen any bears that are like right here in town.
They're no.
I mean, I
this
grew
was
up
out in
go-
Wetmore. This is out by Wetmore,
yeah,
though.
but I mean
Oh,
that's
okay.
only 10 miles away, not even. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying like.
But you
I-
got the Harlow River
Yeah,
out there
well,
though
yeah.
too.
I'm just saying I've been a lot like growing up. I was a lot more north of here. I was more like, towards the Keweenaw and northbound.
Okay.
On the UP than like Marquette, because you know how we're on that weird arc on the side on the east coast. We're like on that like weird like eastern hump.
Okay.
Even further north than that, I've seen a lot of bears.
Yeah.
I've seen a whole lot out there. Little ones, giant ones. Like I've seen a whole bunch out there, but never down here. I have seen wolves down here actually.
I haven't seen the wolves, but when I was younger,
I've seen wolves
in high school. I mean, it wasn't in Marquette. Granted, it was still like 20 miles away out in Gwynn. Yeah. Like I used to live out there, but I remember this one time me and my friends were all playing paintball out there, and I thought I was shooting at my friend Jake. You know, he's a big guy and he was wearing all black. Oh
God, I don't like this story already.
Fuck, here's the other thing. So I just remember this part. So I didn't think it had anything to do with what was actually going on, which is what I'm going to tell you. But like on the way to playing, like a mile out maybe, we were like on back roads, dirt roads, and this baby black bear cub crossed the road, and we were just like, all right, where's the mom? Exactly. we never seen it. We just, as soon as the bear cub fucking crossed, and we waited for a little bit.
They're so cute.
It was really cute.
Little cubs are so cute.
But we wanted to get away, so we kept going, and we went to our spot and played paintball. Like I said, it was like a mile away or whatever, and I was out there. And I seen this big black thing moving like 50 to 70 yards away or something like that. Behind, you know, there was a couple of hills away off in the distance, and the big trees. Like, it wasn't really thick brush, but it was sparsely populated, I would say. And I thought I was shooting at my friend Jake, essentially. And like, I was just shooting in this direction, and then I see behind me like Jake just got hit apparently, and he's walking over to like the dead zone, right? And I was like, what the fuck am I shooting at? So like I didn't actually hit whatever I was shooting at, because like if I would have thought I was shooting at Jake, I thought I kept on missing because, well, my paintball gun was a piece of shit, so I wasn't hitting at that distance.
And he was running 40 miles an hour.
Right. No, dude, that was right. So, like, off in the distance, the paintball just kind of kept on scattering around. So by the time I seen Jake, I still haven't gotten close to hitting this goddamn thing. And so then I realized, like, oh, shit, that could be the fucking bear. So I like hightailed it. I told everybody else, and we just got up and out of there.
I would have.
I didn't even double check what I was shooting at, because everybody else was at the fucking car and everything like that. So yeah, creepy moment, dude. Holy shit! Could have been shooting at a mama like a sow.
If you're not in the UP and you're listening right now, we have black bears up here. They're not as massive as like a brown bear or a grizzly or anything, but black bears are actually a lot more docile than the other bears, but they can still be incredibly aggressive, and they are pretty fucking big. They're not like brown bear or grizzly big, but they will
wrestle you down.
Oh
the ground,
my god,
sure.
they will. Yeah, without a second question, they can kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think grizzlies and brown bears can run up to like 50 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure brown bears are like 35 to 40.
I was
going to
say 35. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
They can run fast, man.
Yeah, it is, especially when they're going after something.
Oh my god, yeah.
They don't even need to go that fast for very long.
If it's that time of year and they're that hungry, they will fucking run you down. I mean, bears are opportunists, so dude, they're not necessarily violent or gonna attack people, but if they're hungry enough and you're in their area, they can.
This gets me thinking about the whole the grizzly video, the video of the grizzly guy who got mauled by the bears. We talked about this last time off air sort of thing. So
was it off air?
Yeah, it was off air.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, like the dude was just like checking out all the migrating routes and stuff like that in the grizzly maze in Alaska, and then like this 1,000-pound bear called Machine or Demon, one of the two, ended up just fucking mauling him.
He was living with them for what,
15 years, 15 seasons he was up there, and like
he would travel back and forth, right? It was he would go there in like the summertime and then leave when they were
cut out a lot of info,
like that.
So like 15 seasons, and like him and his wife were really knowledgeable and stuff like that. And when this whole thing happened, him and his wife were going to fly out, and I think the plane got delayed or something like that. Excuse me. So they took it as a sign to stay. And then they were just fucking kind of ignorant to the boundaries after that, because this was during mating season and they were particularly aggressive and everything like that, and they camped out on like the highest traffic bear route in the bear maze, and it was right near like a stream, right? So like near a source of water and everything. And
if you're knowledgeable about that stuff, what is it?
If you're going to be 200 feet,
200
if you're going to be
okay.
sleeping outside by a water source, be at least 200 feet from the water source, because at night that's where animals go
to drink.
and that's where predators and stuff will go to drink, and you don't want to be close to that. So yeah, a little helpful hint for some of you out there. But yeah,
and a bear maze, it's essentially a system of trails that bears will use in the winter time, and in general, not even just winter time.
Yeah,
right?
just in general,
it's the kind of trail system they set up in a forested area to help them scavenge and find food and
and this
move
guy,
around. And
I guess
so he was right. You're saying he was right in the middle of the bear maze,
not
or in the
in the
highest
middle
density area,
in the one of the
maze.
highest traffic routes, and one of the most used routes in the maze, and he was like right off of it, right next to the riverbed and everything like that. And so, I mean, the guy got mauled to death, and it's
shocker. I'm sorry.
It's probably shocking.
I feel really
dude.
bad for him, but like Jesus Christ.
There was this movie I watched.
If he was so knowledgeable, I think that's the most mind-bending thing about it. Him and his wife or girlfriend or whatever, they were so knowledgeable about it. Yet they made all of the mistakes you're not supposed to make.
Yeah. There's some knowledge,
stuff.
and this mistake, I think that was the fatal one, was the one that thinking that he was getting close to these animals. That's one thing that he was saying in some of the videos that he took like leading up to this. Is like,
he developed relationships with these different bears. What was it? It was Demon and
not these two in particular.
Okay.
Demon and Machine were like
Demon and Machine
were some of the two of the bigger ones apparently, but it wasn't
alphas.
I don't think these were the ones that he particularly had a long relationship with, which is all the more why the fuck did you think you could go up to it? And I don't know. It was just that's crazy, man.
It's awful.
A bear.
Well, it's awful what happened to him, but at the same time,
a bear.
That's the risk you take when you're doing stuff like that.
Like Steve
living with lions, Siegfried and Roy, like those guys.
Yeah,
like, dude, like
you're playing
what
with
do you
fire.
Expect?
You're playing with fire. You're gonna get burned. Yeah. That's
Criss Angel,
mind freak. Oh God.
Are you ready?
Let's go off.
Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, I did.
Wasn't it terrible?
Yeah, it's so terrible. I hate to say is it Criss Angel?
It's Criss Angel, yeah.
Is it?
Mind freak.
Are you ready? I was always the fan of the other guy, David Blaine.
Oh, really? I liked Criss Angel more than David Blaine, but they were both kind of bullshit. Like David Blaine was more of like a showman,
a shocker,
about like the stunts he would perform, like holding his breath underwater for like 20 minutes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was
like he definitely put his body through the rigorous shit that he had to go through.
The training and everything he had to do. Like he really
got there. Yeah,
where he was still an illusionist, and same with Criss Angel.
It's just the illusion stuff to me. Just I know it's all trickery.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's the whole point. The whole point of magic is to make
I get it.
An illusion seem real.
I know,
and so real that you can question whether or not it was actually an illusion or fake.
And that last time we were talking about
it's not so mysterious.
The last time we were talking about the Amazing Jonathan, that's what I loved about the Amazing Jonathan was because he took the magic and he made the illusions, and he made fun of it because like the magical rings, he's like, well, you guys already know how those go, so he didn't even bother putting them together. They are already together, and he throws them off to the side. He's just like, that's a fucking easy one. Like I ain't gonna bother you with that.
Well, he even knows. He's like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, it's so funny, but I don't know. I'll enjoy watching magic. I really do, but I just know I know you're making it in some way. I don't
sleight of hand. But that's kind of what I respect about it. Like
I love the sleight of hand.
The sleight of hand is so cool because it's like how fucking quick are these guys? They can be doing 3 things at once.
Take your watch off your wrist and you don't even know it.
Now it's in your asshole.
Whoa! The buzzer's going off.
Did you ever see those old YouTube David Blaine parodies?
No.
Oh my god.
Wait.
I got something I got to show you after
talking
this.
about.
I'm definitely going to show you one of these after this.
I think I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
what
about.
the
Yeah, you'll
F?
show me.
Yeah.
You'll show me. Yeah.
The
That
guys
sounds.
in the alleys, he's like, I need you to pick a card. And he's like, okay. And he like picks the card and he's like, all this bullshit. He's like, pull out your wallet. And he pulls it out. He's like, okay, I got my ID. So what? Big whoop, big whoop. And he's like, tell me your height. And he's like, it says I'm 5 foot ace of clubs. What the F? It's like the dumbest shit ever.
It's
So
hilarious,
it's like classic YouTube bullshit.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But
I'll have to show you it
I'd love
after
to
this.
catch back up on that for sure.
All right. Well, hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
So we're dragging kind of a.
Oh, it's already there.
Well, we're kind of getting there. You want to do the questions
Three
and kind
questions.
of wrap it up? We're
What
we're over an hour.
Yeah, let's do the 3 questions. I opened it up. You want to do the 3 questions too and close out, or?
Yeah, that
All right.
works.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Vinny. So before we get going, what'd you enjoy about today, bud?
This podcast, hands down, was what I needed today for sure. So and I'm not saying that just like build up the podcast. I just
No, but I love doing this, man. Like, it's a lot of fun to sit down and just kind of bullshit with you and have some laughs. Like,
yeah, dude, it's a good time.
yeah, man.
It's solid.
I've been really appreciating doing this with you. Yeah. So, what didn't you like about today then?
I mean, it's kind of good and bad. I got like the place that me and the girlfriend applied to, so
That's good.
I had to start packing up boxes and stuff like
I
that.
hate packing.
And so,
I hate moving.
Yeah.
It's all fucking awful, dude.
I don't have
hate
much,
moving.
but the little bit of
It sucks.
It sucks, dude.
It fucking sucks, dude.
And like my
You're not gonna
dogs.
chalk it up or like sweeten it up. Like, it fucking sucks. dude.
Yeah.
I think most people who have ever had to move multiple times knows how fucking terrible it is.
And my dogs, I feel like notice too,
yeah.
and they're like, "What's going on? Are you leaving us?" And I
Forever.
I have to, yeah,
Bye.
I have to try and tell them, like, no, like I'm not leaving you. You're coming with. And like I even went as far as like I'm not moving far from where I'm living, so I kind of want to just walk them to the new house so they know how like close it is, even sort of thing. Because
Are they not living with you?
no, they're gonna be living with me.
Then,
yeah.
Okay.
Like
I thought you were saying like they're not going to be living with you guys. So
no, okay, so like for viewers, I am living with my mom right now, and so like I'm moving out of that place, and I'm
what
like,
a loser. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding, dude.
I'm like
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm moving out of there, and so like I want to be able to still bring the dogs over to her place while I'm at the new place, so they're not like barking when I'm not around and bugging the upstairs neighbors. So my mom's totally cool with me bringing the dogs over and like giving her company,
Oh, yeah.
so that they're like all
Your mom's a
calm and
rad
everything.
lady, dude.
Yeah, so she's totally cool.
I
but
can attest to that. She's fucking cool.
yeah, so like I just want to show the dogs that it's like it's cool. We're not like moving 10, 50 miles away. We're just moving like a 10-minute walk away and sort of thing. So yeah, I just hate packing up and stuff like that. So
Well, I get you.
Yeah.
Well, then what do you hope for tomorrow?
I know it's gonna be a really kind of crappy day with more rain and everything,
It's
but
supposed to be rainy for the next few days, yeah.
you know what? I guess if that's the case, I hope it's just really downpouring, and I just want to go out and just get fucking downpoured on and go for a walk in the rain. That sounds
I love
awesome.
walking in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Splish splash.
Just taking a bath.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what's up with me. Zach, what did you like? What did
That's
you
the
like
question,
today?
right?
Yeah. I didn't know if I should ask like didn't like or did like, but what did you like today?
Well, I worked. It was productive. I edited some of one of our podcasts. I edited some of that.
Nice.
I listened to a demo or a couple of demos that I did with a little side project I have.
Cool.
My band is working on some music right now, but
Cool.
we're in the studio, and in the off time, me and my drummer have been doing a little like side project type deal, and we were jamming with a friend of ours who plays bass, and went out to his place, and he like has like a little microphone audio input set up, and so
Like
yeah,
switchboard and everything.
he doesn't
or-
have switchboard, but like he was able to like dial in our stuff beforehand, and so we
That's
got
so
to
cool,
record
man.
a couple of the tracks we've been working on, and like, so
Nice.
we have a couple of like little demos.
New
for the side
music?
project. Yeah, it's
Dude.
called Lawn Dart.
I want to hear that.
Yeah,
shit.
I'll show you after this.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
cool. Awesome.
the side project is called Lawn Dart. It's
Lawn
one
Dart.
word, Lawn Dart,
Okay.
and yeah, it's some pretty cool shit. Like I like it. It's interesting. We did that. I got those demos in.
Sweet.
I went to my favorite bar. They opened up for the first time in a couple months, and that was great. I got to see some familiar faces that I
So
haven't
much
seen in a
good
while.
today. So
Oh,
much
it's been a
good.
great day. It really
Oh,
has.
man.
And then we got to do this, man. Like I love talking with you, like on and off the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, for sure.
Like you and I have some good conversations, man.
Awesome.
I just really appreciate that a lot.
Totally, dude. Do I need to skip? Like, what didn't you like? Sounded like you liked
No,
everything.
get into it. That's what I
All
did.
right,
Like,
all right. Zach, what didn't you like about today?
work is monotonous.
Oh,
I
monotonous work.
love my job, but it's monotonous.
I feel you.
I absolutely love my job. I have a great job, but
The work is good, and
It
you
is-
enjoy doing it when you're doing it. It's just the downtime in
it is-
between.
I have
kind of,
so much downtime.
Yeah.
And it is monotonous.
Well,
and no, but I love it because I get to work on other stuff. But
Exactly.
At the same time, it's like I wish there was a little bit more excitement in
And
my life.
we talked about this, and I
Yeah.
had the job one time working at the liquor store where it was so slow. I got to watch all of Braveheart with like one or two interruptions. And like you're telling me you're gonna
Oh,
watch a
man.
movie on
Yeah,
your.
I'm
shift?
supposed to watch Jack Brooks
Oh,
at
that's
work
what it
one of
was,
these
yeah.
days, and I still fucking haven't because I'm a.
But that's the
fucking
type of
slacker.
time you have on your hands.
It
at
is.
work.
No,
you get
it
to watch a
literally
movie.
is,
Yeah, I totally. I've been there and
Yeah.
everything. So,
But anyways,
all right. So, what would you like to happen tomorrow?
I have a guitar lesson, so I
You're
hope
teaching. You're
I
teaching guitar.
teach guitar lessons. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I hope that goes well, and I hope the guy who I'm teaching is prepared.
Do you know
and
who you're
been
teaching?
practicing. Yeah, it's the same kid.
Okay. Okay.
Nice guy. He's
how-
he's not a kid.
How long have you been doing this?
Like a month.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I mean, I've taught people before.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
but
little
this,
things.
for this new job.
But
though.
like for an actual job of teaching, this is going to be the third week of teaching him.
and what are you teaching him?
Just guitar, like out of a book.
Electric guitar or just
we
like
play
acoustic guitar?
I do acoustic with him.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
play both, but we're doing acoustic. And
Cool.
So he knows some stuff, and the main thing is we're working on like strumming and all of that. And
I mean, that's important, right?
oh, it's one of the most important things, especially if you just want to play chords.
Well, if you want to read a book,
But-
you got to learn how to turn
Well,
a page.
we're like sight reading music
yeah.
for guitar out of a book, and that kind of
Sight-reading
stinks. But
music.
that's every okay. So you might not know this, but sight reading out of a book is every guitarist's worst nightmare.
Okay.
It's terrible.
God, I wish I knew.
It sucks unless you start off at the very beginning learning how to sight read out of a book.
Well, you got to start
Yeah.
with the basics, right?
Yeah, but like
So many people just want to jump through and start
Yeah, I know. I don't
start on
blame 'em.
pedestal number 2, right?
nah, I taught myself, learning tabs and then eventually learning chords and then combining the two and then just so much
Jeez.
fucking practice
I-
and then like learning how to like make my own music and then like learning open tunings.
We've talked about music and how it
Oh,
equates to
man.
math. It is so over my
There's
head.
so much.
I
There's
couldn't-
so much, man.
I might as well be trying to make sense of the stars.
Hey, man, people were doing it for years without books. Like, you can do it.
Oh my god, I love the whole ancient way, like ancient astrology stuff. But that's a whole nother.
We'll call that Orion's Belt, and that one in the middle is going to be Beetlejuice.
Oh my
I like just like that how that sounds.
Dude, real quick, I remember hearing this thing about like way back in the day, some scientist or whatever philosopher, he had some sort of tool and he measured like the shadow's length and the time of day sort of thing, and with those measurements or whatever he had, he concluded that the Earth's diameter was whatever, and he ended up
Round?
being like the Earth, yeah, like
Earth
Earth's
was
diameter.
round instead of
Well,
flat.
sorry, not the diameter, but the circumference. Like he figured out the circumference of the Earth based off of like his math equation.
Then it was burned at the stake.
Probably was, beheaded and then burned
Yeah.
at the stake. But anyways,
wasn't that Aristotle? Wait,
it was back Socrates.
was it
Arist-
Galileo?
Maybe, but regardless, the guy had this tool and he figured it out with like such primitive fucking technology, and he was goddamn like on point. Like he was so close to the actual circumference. It was fucking crazy. So yeah, man, the ancient Greeks and all that.
I think it was
the
Galileo
technologies that they had.
I'm not 100%.
I love that stuff. That's a whole nother conversation for another time, because
The
there's some like,
father of observational astronomy, father of modern physics, the father of the scientific method.
yeah, I don't know.
I think that was Galileo. I could be wrong because I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know if it was Galileo, but I remember one of the scientists was burned at the stake because he said that the world was not flat like they wanted to believe.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong and totally misrepresenting history, but fuck it. Either way.
So easy to believe, though. So easy to believe. Oh,
well, he's a witch.
yeah, yeah.
Does he weigh more than a goose? Does he float?
Like, and I gotta imagine there was a whole lot of, man, I fucking hate that guy. He's a warlock. Get him.
I always think of Did you see Monty Python Holy Grail?
Yeah,
I always think of when it's like that scene in the village, and they're
I do
like,
forget, but
she's a witch, and they're like, how can we tell? And it's like, well, geese float on the water, swans float. Maybe if she weighs more than a goose, or if she weighs the same amount as a goose, then she'll float, and she doesn't sink in the water. She's a witch. Burn her!
And it's like some
It's
crazy
something
bullshit.
like
like, just You throw her in the water. She sinks. She's a witch.
And if she's lighter than a goose, she's a witch.
Yeah.
Either way, she's
Yeah.
a fucking witch.
Yeah. Shit was crazy, dude.
You know,
Humans
I think you're a witch.
burn me at the stake.
Don't tell people.
Cook me medium rare.
Oh,
I want to be bloody.
I prefer more medium, but that's
I want you to have every disease that I might have in my blood.
get my worms. See if I can.
Exactly, my tapeworms. I eat a bunch of rancid meat. I might have tapeworms and whatever other fucking critters crawling around. I hope that festers inside of you and eats you from the inside out.
Oh, it kills. I just want sweet and salty.
It's gonna be like Alien, like John Carpenter's Alien, but Vinny's alien
God.
bursting out of your
Not
chest.
again.
All right, we're fucking
Anyways,
so far off.
what are we talking
Ridiculous.
about?
Yeah.
Anyways, this has been Two Birds, One Stoned. I'm Zachary Brooks.
And I'm Vincent Schultz.
If you enjoyed this podcast, give us a like, share, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want. If not, I don't really care. I don't think
let
Vinny
us
really
know.
cares either. It's just
We'll bring a movie next week.
yeah,
too,
we'll
by the way.
actually have a movie next week. If you can guess by the end of this podcast who is stoned and who is not, then you win the game. The only problem is there is no game and there is no prize.
And
so better luck next time.
You fucking failed. You
And
fucking
you-
failed. We'll see you next time.
And
You
Vinny-
fucking failure.
Vinny's
I'm just
right.
joking.
You fucking failed if you can't guess. But if you can guess, like, you still fail.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
We're all failures.
Or at some point or another.
Yeah. But
Failure is
we're all-
growth.
We're all winners, though, too. So take that home with you.
Either way.
Shove that in your pipe and smoke it.
Two birds, one stone. See you guys later.